and welcome back to the Basketball England YouTube channel. I'm here live at the Worcester Arena at the National Cup Finals. We've just had an incredible game for the Under-16s Sure Shot Cup Final with the winners Manchester Mystics. It was a fantastic game. Both teams really going at it for the full 40 minutes, but Manchester ultimately coming up on top. We had our MVP Adele Tang with 18 points. It was just an incredible game, wasn't it, Isha?
Yeah, I mean, it was great viewing, really close, exciting. What more could you want to start of the day?
Absolutely, Isha. That was game one, and now we've got game two. We're here now for the Under-16s Boys Sure Shot Cup Final, where we've got the Manchester Magic taking on the London Legends. Isha, what are you expecting from today's game?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be a really good game. I mean, this Magic team pretty strong. They're pretty experienced. I mean, got people who've played in finals before, whether that's junior finals. Got people who've played national teams. Got Aspire. Same with London. I mean, we're not going to discredit them either. They've got plenty of people who've represented national teams, Aspire. So there is people on these teams who have that experience playing on a main stage.
Yeah, absolutely, and it just gives those players that kind of level of anticipation, and they understand what's kind of expected of them going on court. So what do you think now, for Manchester specifically, they should be looking to do today?
Oh, definitely. I mean, definitely run the floor and break. I mean, we know in Manchester teams, we know they like to run, so we're going to be seeing a lot of fast breaks from them, but even if they do slow it down, they've got a lot of different scoring options. They move the ball around well. They've got people who can shoot. They have good team offense, so even if they can't get that break, they'll be able to slow it down and set something up.
Brilliant. And
hard and aggressive. Could be seeing a lot of, they've got quite a few bouncy players as well, so could be seeing a few highlights. So yeah, really interesting game. It'll be a really good matchup. I'm really looking forward to it.
So we're expecting some big highlight plays from today's game, aren't we?
Yeah, we definitely are. There's plenty of players from both sides who can definitely turn it up to that next level.
So looking at both teams, really, what does success in the first 5 minutes look like for both teams? You know, we know that those first few 5 minutes are where, you know, the nerves are at the highest, the adrenaline's pumping. So what do those teams need to do in those first 5 minutes just to kind of settle in and take control of the game?
Yeah, I mean, whichever team wants to take control of the game. Obviously, we know first 5 minutes, it can set the tone for the whole game. I mean, we did see in the last game, not to take too much away from this, but we saw, I mean, Mystics came out strong in the first 5 minutes, but Milton Keynes were up for pretty much the majority of the game. So whilst it can set the tone, definitely whichever team comes out, they want to come out hard and strong. Because if you can just get that sort of that early lead, whether it's just 4 or 6 points, however many it might be, it can just set the tone. It'll keep the momentum with the team. We know basketball's a game of runs. We know it can swing either way at either time. But just to kind of get that upper hand to start off with, definitely will be a really positive thing for whichever team wants to come and do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a game of 40 minutes. You know, you've got to have the stamina to last those 40 minutes. So is there any individual players, let's start with Manchester first, is there any individual players that you think will have a big impact on today's game?
Oh, I mean, they've got a pretty stacked roster. I mean, there's plenty we can choose from. But if you take a look at Ege Chatmakai, I mean, really experienced player. He's played at junior Final Fours before. He's played a lot of national teams, played England under-15s. We saw him at the Home Nations just in the summer playing. So, really experienced player. We've seen him play on this main stage before. He has a really big impact. I mean, in the semi-final, he was one of their key players. So we're expecting a really big game from him. And then David Akademi as well, really experienced player. I mean, he had MVP in junior Final Fours under 14, so really experienced. We've seen 2 big performances from them, but not to discredit the rest of the Manchester roster. I mean, they've got a lot of players with a lot of experience, so it could be taken by anyone, but they are definitely 2 key players to look out for.
Yeah, Manchester's got a really strong bench as well, and I think Coach Adam Morris is really good with his rotations as well going into these games. So let's look at London then. What does London, any individual players that I think stand out for you today?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak about London without speaking about Elijah Imebori. I mean, big time player. I mean, he's been GB Eurobasket under 16s. He's had countless England performances, yeah, I don't know what else I was trying to say there. But yeah,
caps.
Exactly, yeah, England caps, there you go. And then, yeah, he's been on the, last season, he was on the junior Final Four All-Star 5, so really experienced player, really bouncy player, aggressive, he attacks strong. I mean, experience, as we said, or we spoke about it so many times already, but these players, when it comes to this, it's about can you perform on that big stage, and he's used to that. He can turn it up that extra notch, so really be looking out for him, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you're a coach, I'm a coach. From a coaching perspective, you know, what is it about these finals? Like, who would you think is better equipped with the emotions and the pressure? You know, you spoke at the beginning about how there's a lot of players have already been on this stage. How do you think they then need to kind of relay that to the rest of the team? What's it about being on this stage and like dealing with the pressure and things? How can you do that as a coach, and how can other players do that with the rest of the team?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I mean, kind of when you're trying to take the pressure away from people, you have to not get too yourself, especially as the coach. I mean, Adam Morris, he's experienced himself. Yeah. He's won the under-16s cup before, so he's an experienced coach. He's got assistant Gareth Westwood, who's just as experienced, so both of them definitely going to have to not get too stressed with the team, as we know they won't anyway, but they just need to kind of keep the team calm. Same with London Legends. I mean, both sides just have to go out with some calmness. We don't want to see any like erratic basketball being played. Whichever team has the ball, they'd want to like keep the game controlled. They don't want to make it a game of just running up and down. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes basketball can be a bit of a game of tennis in terms of it's just up and down, turnover. If you turn your head left, right, left, right, left, right. We don't want to see that. We need to see teams taking control of it. Like one team might get out of control, but if you're the team that is in control, just slow it down. Play your game of basketball.
Absolutely. So, like you say, we expect a game of runs, but there are times, you know, where you have to settle it down. You have to move the ball. You can't just be chucking up shots. I think we probably might see a few of those. It's a final. Players come on with nerves and they're, you know, a little unsettled. Yeah. It does take a minute to get back in. So absolutely. I mean, you know, for today, I think the key tactical battle, what do you think that's going to look like between both Magic and Legends?
I mean, to be fair, it always comes down to rebounding, doesn't it? Because, I mean, both teams have got players that can score, but realistically, it's going to be boxing out. We saw it in the game before as well. A lot of it came down to rebounding. Both players have height, but they've also have height that can attack from outside. I mean, we'd see now kind of modern day game of basketball that, yeah, there might be a player that's high, but they also will play on the outside. So both teams have that. So the rebounding battle will be really interesting. Might probably come down to who boxes out, because you can't let the opposition get them second chance points. So
you really can't, and we saw that again in the game before. Well, thank you, Isha. I know you're now going to have to sprint to the commentary table. So I'm going to now hand over to our commentary team, Isha and Kaz Bullock, who'll be waiting patiently in the wings there. So yeah, enjoy the game. I think this is going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah, it will be.
Thank you, Hannah. Thanks, Isha. A really great introduction there to what is going to be an absolutely must-see game here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. The Under-16 boys Sure Shot National Cup final. The winningest team in the competition in the Manchester Magic. They are aiming for title number 13. And for the London Legends, the first-time finalists, a really great showing from them this season on this stage for the first time. And it's going to be just an absolutely fantastic matchup. Welcome, Isha.
Hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So, great introduction there with Hannah. You've covered what we expect to see. And Manchester, this is two very different teams. Manchester, I just said, they're going for their 13th title. The London Legends on this stage for the very first time. That's going to be a really interesting matchup.
Oh, I mean, it really is. But let's not discredit the London team, because there is players on there who've had experience at junior Final Fours. But
high
I mean, yeah, exactly, high levels. National teams aspire, but the stage for National Cup is very different to stage at junior Final Fours. So, and if you look at the Magic team, just like you said, I mean, the coach has got experience in this situation before. Adam Morris has won Under-16s National Cup before. But a lot of the players on that team have experience in junior Final Fours. So a lot of experience, even at such a young age. I mean, plenty of people within Aspire national team. So it'll be a really interesting matchup. But that doesn't mean anything, really. Just what comes down to what happens on the day.
What happens on the
day.
And as me and Hannah mentioned before, just getting that experience on this level. These players are so early on in their careers. This is under-16s basketball. They're going to play for so many more years together, and it's just going to keep growing. You're going to grow those connections, and it's been, we've had one fantastic game at the under-16 level. Under-16 boys coming up in a few seconds' time. So let's take a quick look at the starting fives. For the London Legends, it will be Trey Marshall, Ridwan Duhaney, Jajan Andrelionis, Elijah Imebore, and Mikel Njuku. And for the Manchester Magic, Theo Westwood, Adam Cross, Timmy Babalola, Cameron Hansen, and Ege Chakmakaya. So Manchester playing in red and London in black. Now, London came through their cup rounds, averaging 85.3 points per game, holding their opponents to 47 points a game. They are third in the Western Premier Division, 11 wins and 2 losses. And for the Manchester Magic, 102 points per game, holding their opponents to 72.6, and they are first in the Northern Premier Division, undefeated at 12-0. And when you are undefeated coming into a competition like this, does that give you a bit of a boost?
Yeah, I mean, definitely does, but also it can work against them in their favour, because if you're kind of in a league where you've kind of won by a lot, I mean, obviously the Magic, they have in the semi-final, they only won by like quite a fine margin, but see, like, are they used to losing? Do you know what I mean? How can they play when they're in a losing position? Are they able to come back from a deficit? But yeah, we'll see.
So for the tip, ball's up, and first possession will go out of bounds, and it will be Legends ball.
We'll go to the Legends.
So Njuku will inbound. Ball's in and in off the glass. A tough move there from Duhaney.
Yeah, I mean, we know he can finish like that. We just saw him a couple months ago at Aspire, so really tough finish underneath the basket. We'll definitely be seeing more of that from him.
Definitely, and he's going to be a key player as well, isn't he, for the Legends? As ball's out to Cross and shots off the rim, but Babalola skying in for the rebound. As ball goes back with the Legends. And Njuku needs to get the ball over the halfway line, and he will. Imev Bore working his way to the basket, travels called, and you can see the double team there going straight down underneath the basket for the Magic.
Yeah, that was great defense. Head coach Adam Morris could not have wanted that to go any more perfect. Just see there, again, Chad Makaya and Timmy Babalola just coming down and double teaming, really just holding their stance, because for a lot of players, I mean, especially younger age, you don't really want to a lot of them are scared to get hit, so they're really they're more likely to foul, but literally just stood there, held their stance.
The ground.
Yeah, and they'd first forced a turnover, so really great start from them.
Chak Makaya spins, fades away, off the rim, ball's tipped, and the Legends back down the floor. Andrew Leonis looking to pass out. Duhaney into Imev Bore. Fires from the foul line. As Hansen takes it back down the floor for the Magic. Chak Makaya, shots up, off the rim. As the ball will go out of bounds, and the Legends have it back. Marshall. Legends with a 2-0 lead here in the first quarter. Andrew Leonis back to Marshall. And Njuku out to the corner. Three's up and in! And Andrew Leonis with a big bucket for the Legends.
Yeah, I mean, London have come out and they've just got the ball in the basket, really. I mean, what a great way to start. Theo Westwood there, big time three. What a way to answer. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Magic get themselves onto the scoreboard, and it's a 2-point Legends lead. Duhaney. Andrew Leonis blocked by Cross. Chak Makaya. And Hansen down the floor. Hansen hanging in the air. Doesn't get it to go, but Cameron Hansen has fantastic hang time. The way he gets to the basket as well. Watch him to do that throughout today's game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be fair to Magic, a lot of the shots that they've had so far, they're shots that they're normally going to hit. Once they get settled into the game, we'll really see them start adding to the scoreboard. So yeah, great start from them so far.
Big 5-3 lead for the Legends over the Magic. Chak Makaya. Westwood. Oh, great handoff underneath the basket to Babalola.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great little dump off there. Theo Westwood just making that nice little bounce pass to me, Babalola. What a great way to score. Great team basketball.
As Andrew Leonis' floater doesn't drop. And these are Magic players that will have played together as the ball's loose on the floor. Andrelionis over to Marshall, who lays it in. These are Magic players that have come up through the age groups, under 12s, under 14s, got a lot of reps playing together.
Yeah, they have, and it really does make a difference, and you can tell with plays like that, where just they're on the same page completely. You can only really get that from playing with the players for a while.
As Marshall with a big block at one end, doing it on both ends of the floor, offense and defense from Trey Marshall for the Legends, as it is Manchester possession from the end line.
Yeah, I mean, I said to Hannah before the game, we're going to see a lot of highlight plays from these London Legends players.
Jack Makaya over to Cross. 7 seconds on the clock. Jack Makaya, three's too strong, but Manchester will get another chance on offense. Cross, too much on it, ball's tipped. And then Juku will just slow things down for the Legends. Marshall. Andrelionis, back to Marshall, Duhaney. Duhaney driving inside. Oh, a tough move from Duhaney. Count it and the foul. And Ridwan Duhaney gets a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, I mean, Ridwan Duhaney, what a start to the game that he's had. Just able to find his way to the basket, just use his body, just able to knock it in and just there finishing through the contact. What a way to bring the energy up on the team as well.
Exactly, and you can see it there in the support from the bench. You know, it really gets you pumped up.
Yeah, it really does. So
Duhaney averaging at 10.5 points per game at under 16s this season. Also playing for the under 18 London Legends. We saw him out in Manchester at Aspire at the under 15 level last year. As he gets his own rebound and ball stays with the Legends.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to clamp down that early, the Magic, because, I mean, free throws really, the opposition should definitely not be getting the rebounds. You're set up to box out. So box out is something that's really important. Saw it in the game before, rebounds really makes a lot to the game, adds a lot.
Marshall runs into traffic and an offensive foul is called. So the Magic will have the ball. A 9-5 lead for the London Legends over the Manchester Magic here in the first quarter. The London Legends looking to take home their first National Cup title. The Manchester Magic with 12 titles, and me and Hannah spoke about it earlier in the under-16s game with the Mystics win, but when you're part of a program that has a legacy like that, like, how important is that?
Yeah, really important, because I mean, at the end of the day, then you're representing that club. You just want to carry on that legacy. So, not that London don't want to win it, but
they want
for the
to start
Magic,
their own legacy.
Exactly, they want to start their own legacy. But with the Magic, it's like you want to carry on that legacy. You want to leave a mark on that. You know what I mean? You don't want to be a team that doesn't get anything.
As Duhaney hands over, and Juku shot up off the rim, but Andrelionis gets the rebound. And Jaden Andrelionis, certainly a player to watch out. Now, he's a shooter and might be slightly undersized out there, but he's always going to be, as he picks up the offensive rebound, always going to be really important, because he's one of those players that will kind of sneak inside and get into good positions. Yeah,
I mean, we saw him at Junior Final Fours. That's it. He had 23 points. So if that isn't a way to perform, I don't know, a time to perform, I don't know what it is.
And a great block to knock the ball away on defense as Manchester moving the ball into the corner. And Babalola drains a three.
Yeah, we've seen the Magic move the ball around really well so far. I mean, the scoreboard hasn't necessarily shown that, but they had some really good offense to start the game.
And I think this is what we expect, isn't it, from both of these teams? They are going to be high-scoring teams. They like to play at a fast pace, like to put points on the board. So it's going to be a high-shooting, high-scoring game.
Yeah, it really is. Especially with there's quite a lot of shooters out there as well. We saw Timmy Babalola and just sink that three. Already we've seen a fair amount of three-pointers. 3 threes already in the game. So
as Andrelionis looks to make another. And Jaden Andrelionis with 8 points so far. 8 of the Legends' 14 points as Jack Makaya kicks it out. Babalola goes baseline, can't finish on the reverse. And it's a 6-point Legends lead. And Juku. Andrelionis steps back, hands in the air. It looked like he was almost winding himself up there with that step back to drive to the basket. as Akademi powers his way to the hoop, and a foul called. Foul called on the floor. So referees just confirming. It looked like that was that a blocking foul?
I think so, but I mean,
If it,
David Akademi there just driving to the basket, hard and strong. That's what we see from him. I mean,
and an offensive foul is called. So that was, sorry.
that was okay.
That was a great defense there from the Legends.
Yeah, it really is, because yeah, David Akademi, we know he likes to drive to the basket. We know he likes to go hard and strong. And as he said, just like great defense from the Legends, just to hold that stance and just let him do that.
So Prince Israel Dombo checking in for the Legends after that substitution. There's Marshall in the corner. Ball's out of bounds, stays London ball. So Cross will inbound. Sorry, not Cross. Juco will inbound. Duhaney swings it round to Marshall. Marshall for three. Doesn't go. The Legends' ball movement's working really well for them so far this quarter.
Yeah, it has. They've been able to get some really good looks.
As Cross kicks it out, Westwood's shot. Too much on it.
Yeah, as Njoku brings it up.
And Andrew Leonis. Three doesn't go that time, but that's a great look for Andrew Leonis as Manchester look to get the ball over the halfway line. Akademi back to Westwood. Westwood all the way to the basket. And Dombo definitely got a hand on that.
Yeah, we've seen every time the Magic have tried and get to the rim, they're just getting smothered by that London defense.
As Andrew Leonis floats in another. And he is up to 10 points here in the first 8.5 minutes. 10 of the Legends' 16 points. A really strong performance from Jaden Andrew Leonis so far. I mean, he was crucial in the quarter-final against the Milton Keynes Breakers and then the semi-final against Bristol, dropping 18 in both of those. And we know he's a scorer. We know he's someone to look out for. But just talk about that, Isha. 10 points in 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they've just got a kind of... He's really shifty with the ball. I mean, he's moving the ball around a lot. But what's happening is he beats his player, and the help defense of the Magic isn't coming across further enough. I mean, we've seen it a few times where help's just been a little bit late. But if you don't get that early, as you said, we've seen him score. We know he can score. He's just going to kind of float it up a little bit, just over the defense, and then there he's sinking. I mean, as you said, 10 points. So
that's a difficult shot, isn't it, to kind of guard because of the arc he puts on it and the height that he gets on it.
Yeah, really, especially being undersized. I mean, having a move like that in his bag is really important. It's really good that he can execute that well. But yeah, Magic definitely going to have to look at clamping down on that, because we saw them literally on the first or second possession. I think it was Imad Bore, you've got it in the post. They both double team. So there's two people, they double team. They do a really good job at stopping him, but it's not just one player. You know, it's a team sport. So at the end of the day, they might have had their film, they might have done prep on that individual specifically, but as I said on the day, you never know who's going to come out and play big. So it is a team sport at the end of the day. You're going to have to look at clamping down on him. We'll see what Adam Morris has told them in that timeout.
And for the Magic, it's Timmy Babalola leading the way, 5 points and 3 rebounds for him. So it's an 8-point London Legends lead over the Manchester Magic here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Bobby Jones coming in for the first time as well from that timeout.
Alongside Amarian Ogbegaga for the Legends. There's a good ball movement here from the Magic. Cross, 3 off the back iron.
Yeah, I mean, some great ball movement there. It was a really good look. Just a shame they can't get it into fall, but they will start to fall eventually. It's just important that they're getting that shot for now.
Because that's the hard part, isn't it? Getting the look that you want.
Exactly. I mean, on that offense, they're passing. It's quick passing. They're not just taking one dribble then pass. It's like they're all on the same page. They already know where their teammate's going to be.
Owen Aguma checks into the game for the first time for the Magic as Theo Westwood heads to the bench. So Magic possession. 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Babalola to the basket from the left side, and he's so dangerous from that side.
Yeah, he really just using that really long wingspan, just reaching around, just flicking the ball up. Great move, really tough to stop that on defense.
Andrelionis on the outside. Stops, fakes, oh, puts it up. Shot rolls down, but Andrelionis will go to the free throw line. And he's just doing a bit of everything so far.
Yeah, he really is. He's got such a deep bag. You don't know what he's going to do when he gets to the basket. Just that nice little fake, forcing the defenders to jump up.
Draws a foul, and that'll be the 4th team foul on the Magic. So one more will put them in the bonus. And Andrelionis, 16.4 points per game over 5 rounds in the Cup this season. Also playing under 18s for the Legends. Has 10 points and 2 rebounds in the first quarter and make that 11 points, leading all scorers. It's a 7-point lead for the Legends. Jack Makaya. And pass into Iguma, gets the bounce, and Owen Iguma into the game. Instant impacts off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, great cut that. We've seen the Magic move ball around well. If they can just keep getting them cuts, they'll get even better looks.
And an 8-second violation as the pressure from Manchester and Iguma there will get them the ball back.
Yeah, great defense. And we've seen them come out pretty strong. Defensively, we've seen really good examples of them playing some great defense. Just they need to kind of tidy up them loose ends.
Cuban Henry Boucher into the game for the Legends. As Magic have it from the sideline. 1:08 to play. Akademi over to Iguma. Chak Makaya had some space, drives to the basket, has to pass out. And ball's knocked away, picked up by Jones. And that'll be a 24-second violation against the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, big block there from Ridwan Dehaney, playing volleyball out there, like a spike that.
Oh, that was great timing.
Oh, shoot it.
We missed that.
Yeah, we did miss that.
Foul call. So Bobby Jones at the line here for the Manchester Magic. Jones with 11 points against Derby earlier this season. Doesn't get the first to go. And second's good. 1 of 2 from the line for Jones. And gets himself onto the scoreboard. As we see Alexander Olisagu into the game for the Magic. 52.6 on the clock. Andrelionis over the halfway line. Has Jones on him. Andrelionis round to Duhaney. Oh, Duhaney has space, steps to the basket. Tough shot and a great recovery there from Akademi. As Chak Makaya to the basket. And it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, again, Chak Makaya, he's only just got off the mark, but he's a real threat on offense.
Imev Bore. Ogbegaga hanging in the air. Not that time. Ball's loose, picked up by the Legends. 7 seconds, so they get another chance here as Imev Bore powers his way inside and lays it in for 2. And it'll be a launch at the end of the clock. So at the end of the first quarter, a 4-point lead for the London Legends over the Manchester Magic, 19-15. And the Legends having been led by Jaden Andrelionis, 11 points personal along with 2 rebounds. And for the Manchester Magic, it's been Timmy Babalola, 7 points and 3 rebounds. So the Legends with a 4-point lead, Isha. What's really stood out for you from them this quarter?
I mean, apart from Andrelionis, who's just kind of owned that quarter, really, just really, really effective offensively. Just the way that the Legends play, they're really strong and powerful. So as soon as they go in, they're really, I don't want to say bullying, but they are just really push, not in a fouling way, but they are just pushing the Magic defenders out around at the moment.
So 12 points in the paint for the Legends to the Magic's 8.
Exactly. I mean, even we saw it on that offensive side. Sometimes they aren't necessarily scoring, but as soon as they get that ball on the inside, they just get nice and low. They just drop. They just put their head down. They kind of just go forwards. They just push their way through. Whether or not they're finishing, the finishing will start to come. But the fact that they're able to get those shots so close is what's the most important thing now. But I mean, the Magic, they have played really good defense all the time. They are just stood there holding their stance, because as soon as they bring those arms down, you know, it's going to be a foul. But they're doing a really good job just kind of taking that contact, holding that stance. Sometimes they are getting pushed out of the way because they're not as physically strong as the Legends are, but the most important thing is they're standing there and not fouling, because you rather than just stand there, hold that stance, force them to miss, than first make a silly soft foul and force an and one.
And something like that, like you're talking about that, that's, you know, this is the under 16 level as well. These players are still going to be learning as well, how, in ways as well, what kind of positions they can take, and it's something that kind of comes with experience, isn't it, out on the floor, knowing kind of what, the way you can move and how to kind of counter dealing with that.
Yeah, it really is. And like, even though it is, as I said, even though it is a National Cup final, it is a learning thing. Everything's a learning at this age. So even though they would have done film, they would have done prep, they are still learning in the game, because you don't know what's going to happen on the day. Exactly.
And as we said, it's very early on in these players' careers. We're going to see a lot more from everyone that we see today. And I'm always so impressed at the level of play that we get to see at these finals.
Yeah, I mean, it is so impressive, especially like as the years well, you just see the standing get higher and higher. And we've seen these players play Aspire, we've seen them play Home Nations, Tri Nations, some of them Eurobasket, GB Eurobasket.
Yeah.
So just to be able to see them competing and just competing in all these different competitions, it's great experience and really good for their basketball careers.
As Imed Bore draws the whistle, and we'll go to the free throw line, and we speak about someone that's played for Great Britain, representing GB at the under-16 Eurobasket out this summer. Grabbed a big 10 rebounds against North Macedonia, and he was the England Home Nations under-15 MVP and All-Star 5 last season.
Yeah, I mean, with that Tri Nations, Home Nations, really bouncy player.
As he gets a second to go. I think we had a dunk count for him at the Home Nations tournament.
I think we did as well.
So Manchester down 5 here in the first half. Jack Makaya from outside, hits! And a big basket there from the Magic.
Yeah, what a way to start the quarter.
Brings it back to a 2-point game. Heaney Boucher stops, spins, too much on it. The Magic back down the floor, led by Iguma. Iguma will take it and knocked out of bounds, but a whistle on the play. So shoot 2 shots to come here for Owen Iguma and the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, good hands from Dehaney there, but unfortunately just couldn't time it right that time. Let's see the replay. Yeah, just missed the ball. I mean, ones like that are tough, so normally coaches will say, you know, put your hands up instead. But to be fair, in that position, couldn't really do anything else. You'd rather him foul and make him miss than give a soft little push in the back or something to get an and one. So I'm sure they can live with that one.
So Iguma, 12 points per game throughout the cup for the Magic. Had 20 points against the Doncaster Eagles in round 5 and another 20 against the Manchester Swarm in round 3. And gets a second. 1-point game here in the first half. Andrew Leonis had the hot hand for the Legends in the first quarter. Hands over to Imed Bore. Imed Bore thought about it, puts it up, and travel called. So Manchester will get the ball back and a chance to go ahead on this possession. Yeah,
it was a nice idea, but I mean, what confidence there's in to try a new move like that on the big stage. That's what it's about. You just want players to play with that confidence. And Imed Bore, we've seen him plenty of times making some really big moves, so more to come from him.
Akademi round to Jack Makaya. Jack Makaya kicks it out. Jones weaving inside, and the ball's knocked away. It's picked up by Imed Bore.
Yeah, I think the Magic are playing a little bit too unselfish at the moment. There's a lot of times where they're making really good drives, probably finish on the contact, but instead they find their teammates, which isn't a bad thing, but They can take it themselves.
As Jones cleaning up the glass, can't finish on the putback. And London back down the floor. Angelionis. Angelionis works his way inside. That's too strong, but picked up. And another chance here on offense for the Legends as Imad Bore lays in 2 more. And he's up to 5 points, 3-point lead. Chakmakaya, and too much on the pass as the ball will go out of bounds and the Legends have it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really close contest so far. Both teams are doing really well. We've seen some really good offenses from both. Also some great defense. I mean, some really pesky defenders out there just getting their hands in all them passing lanes.
Salami round to Angelionis. Duhaney. Duhaney. And doesn't get it to drop, but a big rebound there as Salami puts the ball in the basket. And Timmy Salami, off the bench, gets himself onto the scoreboard and puts the Legends up 5. Ball's loose, but Jones able to keep it alive for the Magic. Akademi nails it from behind the 3-point line. As David Akademi, a big 3 for the Magic.
Yeah, what a way to bring back that momentum.
And balls into the backcourt. Legends will need to get it over the halfway line. Andrew Leonis will. Duhaney's there. And good defense from Chakmakaya, who comes up with the ball. And that's again Chakmakaya just, as we like, just standing in the way.
Yeah, he's literally done such a good job defensively. I mean, we know he's a threat on offense. He's not been really loud at the moment, but just there, he's just standing, taking that contact. He's just been really, really intelligent with his defense today. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes maybe, but we've seen him make some really big plays. Some of the things that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes he, as you say, just in the way, it's just a presence, but it is actually a lot harder than a lot of players. You know what I mean, they're really tempted to kind of move out the way, move their feet, cover their head, like, you know what I mean, cover their stomach, but just standing there, taking it in, and it's forced to so many attempts at shots on the other end. So.
And it's knowing that you can have that impact as well, and knowing that what you do like that is really important to the team. It might not show up on the stat sheet, but your teammates recognise that, and that can really be a player that sets the tone, can't it?
Exactly. I mean, defensively, he's just been so switched on. That's why he's played, 30 minutes of the game already. He just may not have been a threat on that end, but defensively, really set the tone for the Magic. But they've been really playing defense as a unit, both sides. That's what we've seen, and just been a really, really high-level game out there today. Can't really fault any of the teams hugely at the moment. And
they're both playing their game, aren't they? They're not kind of being forced to play. Sometimes you can fall into the trap when you come up against a team that's a little bit different to you, but stick to your game plan because that's what's got you here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's crazy because both teams have been that resilient that they've been able to not kind of fall to the other team's plan. They've just carried on playing, as you said. So in for a really good game here.
So back on court as Marshall gets the steal and Salami to the basket. And Timmy Salami, 4 quick points for the Legends, puts the lead back up to 4. Chakmakaya. Jones into the corner. Babalola working against Imad Bore, and Akademi's shot doesn't fall.
But again, great offense from Magic, just moving the ball around, just unable to get it to sink, but that's okay.
Imad Bore. Shot's no good. Chakmakaya with the rebound. That's his 5th. And Chakmakaya going to go all the way, coast to coast. And again, Chakmakaya will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, again, Chakmakaya, we know we can get it done on both ends. Just powering his way through, able to absorb that contact. There's over like 3 defenders there, so.
He's not afraid of anything, is he? He's going to power his way to the basket.
Yeah, he really is.
So substitution for Manchester as Bobby Jones goes to the bench and Adam Cross into the game. Jones with 4 rebounds for the Magic as Shaq Makaya at the foul line. 13.7 points per game in the cup for the Magic. 16 points in the quarter-final against St Helens Saints. And he's a player that we saw at the England Under-15 Home Nations tournament last year. Has represented England at the Under-14 level as well, at the Future Stars International Tournament the year before. So, again, another player with a really bright future.
Yeah, definitely see a lot more of him.
As he gets the second, and we're back to a 3-point game. Ball saved in. Great save there from Heaney Boucher. As Marshall has 6 seconds. Andrew Leonis, 4 seconds. Deep 3 from Andrew Leonis. Skims the rim, and Manchester back down the floor. Akademi. Shaq Makaya ready and waiting on the 3-point line. No other result.
Yeah, I mean, what they've done so well. Just seeing that David Akademi joining all those defenders. He's got it nice and strong. All the defense in that key there. Just kicked out Shaq Makaya. Great offense, great read.
And we're tied at 26 all here in the first half. Just under 5 minutes to play. Marshall, pass under the basket. Salami picks it up. Andrew Leonis with the long 2. And Shaq Makaya crashing the boards for the Magic. Again, we'll go all the way. And again, Shaq Makaya, a man on a mission today.
Yeah, I mean, he's really turned up in the second quarter. Definitely just putting his head down, attacking the basket, drawing that foul. And I mean, if we look at the Legends roster at the moment as well, they've got quite a few fouls. We've got 2 players on 3 fouls. They've got Dehaney, oh sorry, not 2, sorry, wait, what did I say? The 2 fouls, that's what I meant, yeah. So we've got Dehaney on 2 fouls, they've got Salami on 2 fouls, and that's really going to hurt the Legends. They start getting in foul trouble. So if the Magic keep going in, drawing these fouls, it's going to put the Legends in a worse position coming into that second half, especially because now the Legends coaches are going to have to think, are we going to sit them out? Can we trust those players to go out and foul? But yeah, we'll see, I guess.
And being on 14 fouls with 4:25 left, so the next one puts Manchester at the line for the rest of the quarter.
Exactly, and especially now when it's a tied game, not the best position to be in, but as we say, basketball's a game of runs. There's 4 quarters, 24 minutes, a really long time in basketball. But yeah, really interested to see what's going to happen now. This was Legends timeout machine, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so Legends, I mean, both used both their timeouts now. Magic have got 1 left, but the momentum looks to be with the Magic at the moment. Just being able to swing it back round.
So it's been an 11-7 run for the Magic this quarter after the Legends taking the first quarter 19-15. And Manchester shooting 32% from the field to the Legends 40%.
Yeah, but
just edging the battle of the boards, 21-19 for the Magic.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if you look at we spoke about how Legends, Magic are a bit I wouldn't say they're undersized, but they're kind of under strength, if that makes sense. Because I mean, we've seen the Legends just really use their strength and power to advantage and get those scores in the paint. They've had 18 points in the paint in comparison to the Magic's 8. But the Magic have done a really good job at drawing in those defenders and kicking that ball out. Because I mean, they've had 5 threes in the game in comparison to the Legends' 2. So teams that play sort of different games, but they're both able to continue playing their own game.
Yeah, and we know that the Magic are a team that like to shoot that 3-point shot. That's something they're certainly going to look to. Yeah, and
we've seen them push the ball a lot, really trying to get those fast break points. We know the Manchester teams like to run.
The shot doesn't go inside for the Legends. It's a 1-point Magic lead after Shaq Makaya's free throw. 27-26. Shaq Makaya, and doesn't go that time. Ball's loose on the floor. And a jump ball is called. Great hustle there.
Yeah, players really putting their body on the line. Just shows the passion, how much they want to win. Look at that, both players just diving on the ball.
Shows as well what it means to both of these teams, and when you've got players and they see the ball, they're like, that's mine, I'm going for it.
Well, they're the tiny plays that can make the biggest difference.
As Marshall, tough move to the basket.
Yeah, Trey, apologies, go on.
Puts the Legends back on top there.
Yeah, I mean, Trey Marshall literally just using his kind of his length, just taking nice long steps. He's behind the backboard, he's still able to get it to go.
And Akademi at the other end gets the whistle, and Manchester have done a really good job drawing those fouls, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. I mean, the first quarter we saw them a lot. I mean, I said they kind of need to start taking it up themselves because they were driving, drawing all that in that defense and then kicking it out. But now this quarter, we've definitely seen kind of shifting that. They've had that confidence. They've settled into the game more. Head down, tack, going up. And then, yeah, the Legends, I mean, 5 fouls. If we look at the context of the game, they keep picking up them fouls. It's not going to put them in a great position when it comes down to the wire.
So David Akademi playing under 16s and under 18s for the Magic this season. Represented England under 15 in 2024 and had 18 points against York earlier this season for the Magic. Ties the game at 28 all and puts the Magic on top by 1. Legends ball. Njoku, and it's picked off by Babalola, and Babalola doesn't get it to fall, but Theo Westwood there tipping the ball, getting Manchester the offensive rebound, and Babalola cleaning up on the glass.
Yeah, again, it's those little plays, those rebounds. The Legends have dominated the rebounding, the board so far, the rebounding battle, but don't want to get them little ones. Let Magic get them little ones.
Demev Bore looking for a way to the basket. Hands off underneath. Oh, what a finish there. Ogbagaga will go to the free throw line. That's a really difficult shot. The amount of contact that he was taking, he was just able to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, I mean, every time the Legends have got it in, literally just one head down, one dribble, dropping that shoulder. Look at this.
There's like 2 defenders on him as well.
Yeah, he's just able to find that little gap between them and then say finish through that contact.
And Shaq Makaya snuck the rebound away there. Looked like it was going to go with the Legends. As a whistle on the floor. So that puts Manchester back at the foul line.
Yeah, I mean, now Trey Marshall now get on 2 fouls as well. So Legends have 3 players on 2 fouls. Now as a coach, it's like, do you want to take them out? Because I mean, it's only 2 minutes to go in this quarter, but you'd want to go into halftime kind of on top.
Yeah.
So.
And we will see Trey Marshall take a seat for the Legends, and then into the game for the first time, Logan Tucker for London. Trey Marshall, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist.
Yeah, so now we see we've got 3 of the Legends players. We've got Trey Marshall, we've got Radwan Dahini, and Salami. They're all on the bench now, and they've been key players so far in this matchup. So it's good to see, though, that both teams have been rotating their bench. Really just shows how the depth of the talent on both of these teams.
So Chak Makaya at the foul line for Manchester. The Magic with a 1-point lead. Make it 2. Chak Makaya previously playing for Liverpool Basketball Club and has represented Aspire at the under 13 level, under 15 level. Goes 2 of 2 from the line, and it's a 3-point Magic lead. Andrew Leonis. Tucker. Demev Bore back to Andrew Leonis. Ball's knocked away, stays with the Legends. Andrew Leonis looking for some space, but a 24-second shot clock violation as the Magic pressuring the ball, making the clock run down.
Yeah, I mean, that's great pressure defensively. Just able to get them little tips that we saw then, Chak Makaya just got a little tip on it. Didn't necessarily come out with the ball, but it's just those little things that are forcing the Legends to reset their offense and just hindering it like that. And we see there, 24 seconds.
So a 3-point Magic lead. Westwood dances his way inside, ball doesn't drop, and Njoku has the rebound. Andrew Leonis. And it's picked up by the Magic. Akademi. Oh, Chak Makaya steps into the shot. Rolls off the rim, but we know that's a good look there for Chak Makaya.
Yeah, definitely is. And we've seen him light up from the three-point line already today, so.
Tucker working against Babalola. Ball's on the floor. Andrew Leonis has space. Doesn't drop as the ball goes out of bounds, and last touch will be London, so Manchester possession.
Magic possession.
Yeah, the Magic defense so far in this game has been really good quality. Same with the Thunder, sorry, apologies. Ooh, apologies. Same with the Legends.
Akademi on the left-hand side, and David Akademi takes himself up to 7 points, gives Manchester a 5-point lead.
I mean, some of the scoring that we've seen today, these players just able to get through, finish through contact with all that pressure. Some amazing finish on display.
Really difficult as Andrew Leonis, a high arcing three. Came down with snow on it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that anyone could do to stop that then. Hand in his face, still able to sink it.
Jack Makaya back to Akademi. Cross drives baseline, swings it to Chak Makaya in the corner. And an offensive rebound for Cross as Westwood looks for a three. Doesn't drop for the Magic. Andrew Leonis, ball's intercepted by Chak Makaya, who is doing everything out there on the floor for Manchester. Defense, offense. And with 1 second to go, the buzzer doesn't drop for the Magic. And at the end of the first half, it's a 2-point lead for the Manchester Magic, 35-33 over the London Legends. Manchester having been led by Ege Chakmakaya, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal. Like, he's an all-round player.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, even those steals, the amount of times he's just had a tip on it, or he's been able to put that pressure on, the amount of times he just held his stance and just let the offensive player come into him. Just really great display out there, just getting it on all ends, like you said. Real impact player. There's a reason he's been playing for 20 minutes. I mean, he's been having an impact everywhere, so.
And Timmy Babalola adding in 9 points and 4 rebounds. And then for the London Legends, Jaden Andrelionis, 14 points, 3 rebounds and an assist, alongside Elijah Imebore, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal for him. So teams really evenly matched each as we head into the third quarter.
Yeah, they really are. And I mean, we don't really want to fault teams at junior level anyway, because there is a learning experience. But at the moment, there's not really a lot we can fault about them anyway. Both teams have gone out there, they put their talent on display, they've just gone out and played, really. I mean, great defense on both sides. We've seen that Magic defense really putting on the clamps, really tough on-ball defense. We've seen a few 8-second violations, near 8-second violations, but the main thing that's really stood out is that inside defense. I mean, yes, London have had 22 points in the paint, but that could have been a lot more. But the amount of pressure that they're putting on when they get the ball inside, we know they play a lot of different games. They're London, they have really strong inside presence, they're really powerful. Every time they get it, it's one bounce, they're going to go up. But the Magic have done a really good job at kind of putting the clamps on down. They've got they've limited their second chance points. I mean, they've only had 8 second chance points. And the Thunder have done a really good job as well. We know that second quarter, the first quarter especially, there's a lot of times where the Magic, they went in, they probably could take it up, but they forced them to get out because the amount of pressure they're putting on. Every time there's a drive inside, they're really collapsing. There's about 2 or 3 players there putting on that pressure, force them to kick out. Their shots are starting to go in now a bit, so they might want to kind of look at rotating a little bit quicker, getting out on that three-point shooters. But great defense from them again. The amount of times we've seen people spike that ball as well. Crazy. So great display from both teams.
So a great second half coming up, I'm sure. So we're going to take a quick break for half time, but keep it locked to the Basketball England YouTube channel because we'll be back with you for the second half in around 6 minutes time.
Really, I mean, what a great way to start.
To Babalola.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great...
From Duhaney. Count it and the foul. On defense as Manchester moving the ball into the corner. It's a three.
So.
As Andrelionis looks to make another. And
Commentators blessing.
Westwood all the way to the basket. And pass into Iguma. Gets the bounce. And Owen Iguma as Chak Makaya to the basket. First half. Chak Makaya from outside hits. Magic. Akademi nails it from behind the three. Akademi. Chak Makaya ready and waiting on the three-point line.
Plays that can make the biggest difference.
As Marshall, oh, tough move to the basket.
Yeah, Trey, apologies.
Akademi on the left-hand side. David Akademi takes himself.
Pressure. Some amazing finish on display.
Really difficult as Andrelionis, a high arcing him down with snow on it.
Yeah.
And Juku out to the corner. Three's up and in. And
I wonder if come out and they've just got the ball in the basket. Really, I mean, what a great way to start.
To Babalola.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great.
From Duhaney. Count it and the foul. On defense as Manchester moving the ball into the corner. It's a three.
So.
As Andrelionis looks to make another. And
Commentators blessing him.
Westwood all the way to the basket. And pass into Iguma. Gets the bounce. And Owen Iguma. University of Worcester Arena as we get ready for the second half between the London Legends and the Manchester Magic. It's a 2-point Magic lead as we head into the third quarter. And it will be Manchester possession to start things off.
Yeah, went for a real good second half. I mean, the first half, few lead changes really entertaining. See what second half will hold.
Westwood over to Hansen. Thought about it. Out to the corner, shot doesn't drop. The rebound. See Duhaney and Marshall back onto the floor for the Legends with those 2 fouls in the first half. Sat for the last few minutes of the first.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they play this. But foul on Timmy Babalola there, just didn't hold his stance for long enough there, just bringing that hand down. Yeah, the thing is, when you're behind someone like that, it's really difficult to kind of gauge what to do. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Legends play this, because 3 of their key players on 2 fouls. Are the Magic going to continue to keep going in, taking that ball up under pressure, or are they going to start kicking it out? We'll see, because a lot of time that might happen if you know a player's on a certain amount of fouls, just getting them to foul you, really.
Just trying to take advantage of that
exactly.
Position. As Marshall gets the roll on the second. And Trey Marshall with 5 points. Cuts it down to a 1-point game. Hansen. Cross for the Magic. Over to Westwood. Back to Cross, 7 seconds. And a foul on the floor. That will be the first against the Legends.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Legends stay in this zone, because whilst the Magic are only shot, well, they're only 5 from 16 currently, they will start to be hitting those. So
Jack Makaya out to cross. Westwood thought about it, sidesteps. Not that time, but the Magic moving the ball well round at the top.
yeah, they really are. It's just really making the defense move, just not letting them have an easy job, basically just sit there.
So Legends possession, a chance to go ahead. Just over a minute played in the third quarter. The London Legends playing in their first National Cup final as Andrew Leonis has too much space there, gets his own rebound.
Yeah, you do not want to be leaving him open. Really big miscommunication there.
Certainly going to make you pay as Imed Bore hands back to Andrew Leonis. 5 seconds, goes baseline. And, oh, what a shot! Jaden Andrew Leonis with a circus shot. That was incredible.
Yeah, what Andrew Leonis, what a way. I mean, just keeps on attacking the basket, just finding any way to score right now, using the most of that mismatch, got the bigger player on him.
That is such a difficult move.
Yeah, to be right-hand finish, just to be able to kind of push the ball away, but also land in the basket. Crazy.
So Andrew Leonis gives the Legends the lead in style. As Hansen racing down the court, Hansen stops, takes his time, and the Magic go back on top. And that was really great basketball IQ there from Hansen.
Yeah, just to kind of slow down, not to rush because it might have resulted in a block, just changing the pace, making the defender really think about it.
Marshall goes to the basket, met by Babalola as Chak Makaya for the Magic. Hansen. Babalola back to Hansen. And Hansen stops, fades away, nets it! And there's some names on this Manchester team here, Isha, that people might say, oh, I know that name, I recognise that name. There's a lot of siblings playing out on court today. Cameron Hansen, obviously we've seen CJ Hansen.
Yeah, got Timmy Babalola, Demi Babalola's brother.
There's Andrew Leonis' floater's short, picked up and put back in by Imed Bore.
Yeah, that one's too easy. I mean, you've got to box him out or he's going to score every single time.
And Babalola at the other end takes the contact and will go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, I mean, we said about him just going in strong. Look at that. Nice 1-2, hanging in there, just finishing under that contact. I mean, not great for Legends, that one, because now we've got Trey Marshall on 3 fouls.
That's Duhaney's third.
Oh, apologies. Duhaney's third foul. So 3 fouls. Now as a coach, do you take him off? Do you leave him on? Again, key play and still 17. Oh, there you go. Correction.
Apologies,
there you
they
go.
have to do correction on the scoreboard, so you were right.
It was Trey Marshall. Yeah, 3 fouls.
I'm sorry I questioned you, Isha.
Okay.
I should not have questioned you. I should have known that you were right.
I
was fooled by the scoreboard.
Okay. It's gonna be a long day for you. We're not gonna get annoyed at you for that one. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, 17 minutes to go, 3 fouls. Not a great position to be.
Chak Makaya not able to finish on the putback, but he's working underneath the basket.
Yeah, he is, and great pressure from the Legends to force him to finish, to miss.
And Joku setting things up for the Legends. Andrew Leonis. Ogbagaga under the basket, answering for London. Back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of lead changes in this quarter. I mean, already seen so many. Just whichever team scores, you need as many scores, many stops as you can at this point.
Hansen out to Westwood, thought about it. And ball's intercepted. What a save from Duhaney. It's back with the Magic, but Ridwan Duhaney and Hansen finishing with the up and under. Yeah, able to avoid the defense.
What a finish. Just able to fake it nice up. Just got enough hand time to just literally bring it back down, take it back up again. Did about 50 moves in the air then. What a finish.
As Imed Bore taking his time again, puts the ball in the basket. And Imed Bore here in the second half, just to start the last few minutes, He's up to 9 points personal, but that's the moves we see from him, that under the basket play.
Yeah, really do. And once he's there, it's really tough to stop and force him to miss.
As Jack Makaya splashes in another from outside.
Yeah, I mean,
4-point Magic lead.
yeah, again, Jack Makaya just finishing where he left off in that second quarter then.
Ogbagaga goes to the basket, gets the roll as well. And Omari and Ogbagaga with a chance at the free throw line here for a bonus one.
Yeah, I mean, big plays from both sides there at the moment.
It's constant, isn't it? Like they're making the most difficult shots.
Yeah, they really are.
So Omari and Ogbagaga, 17 points against Bristol in the quarterfinal of the Cup. Also playing for the under-18 Legends. And you'll see a lot of players, won't you? They'll be playing under-16s, under-18s, playing across age groups. Later on today, we'll see players across the academy leagues as well. And there's a lot of basketball these players will play, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. I mean, there's plenty of the guys. I know there's a lot of players on that Legends team who play like EYBL as well. There's a lot of players who've been on Aspire. There's a lot of players who've been trying H, stuff like that. And it's just, at this age, getting as many, playing as much as you can, just learning. Because the one thing that you cannot teach is gain experience. You can only learn that by playing, so.
Cross-court pass over to Westwood, shots off the rim. Duhaney has it. Legends with a chance to go back on top as we approach the halfway point of the third quarter. Ogbagaga over to Duhaney. Duhaney! Count it! And the foul! And how many and one opportunities have we seen in this game, Isha?
Yeah, I mean, so many. It's just showing how much defensive pressure is being put on. But on offense, we've seen so many times players able to finish under that contact, just absorb it. Look at that. Nice, strong finish.
So Bobby Jones back into the game for Manchester as they have a substitution. And it is Ridwan Duhaney at the free throw line as he's put the Legends up 1. Been playing EYBL last season for Team Hoop Dreams, where he had a massive 15 rebound game against Kayla, and he puts the Legends up 2. 48-46. Jack Makaya round to Jones. Cross back to Jones. Jack Makaya in the corner. Not that time. Duhaney. Ogbagaga inside is Emma Vabore. And again, that's three possessions I've just counted in the last few minutes that he's been under that basket on the left-hand side, getting the rebound and finishing on the putback.
Yeah, I mean, once he's got that ball in his hands underneath the basket, it's really hard to stop. So
as Cross nets it from outside, and it's back to a 1-point game.
yes, I mean, once he has that ball underneath the basket, it's really hard to stop. So you just need to make sure you either box him out or you're denying him hard so he doesn't catch that ball in the first place. But yeah, big cross there from. Big play there from Adam Cross.
As Ogbagaga can't get the shot to go, Hansen controls the ball for Manchester. Oh, Hansen shaking and baking. I think the Legends got a hand on that. They're back down the court.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough to shoot over some of these guys. Some really tall players out there, some really long wingspans.
Imev Bore and draws the foul, and again, back same spot, doesn't get the basket, but he's going to go to the foul line.
Yeah, exactly. He's just able to, if he doesn't finish it, he's drawing that foul.
So that's the 4th team foul on the Magic. Legends on 2 team fouls this quarter.
Yeah, Legends done a much better job at drawing those fouls this quarter. I mean, we've got 2 players on 2 fouls for the Magic, 1 player on 3. Legends really just using their size and their power to their advantage now, just really finding their way into that key, taking it up no matter what.
Imev Bore, 30 points in the semi-final against the Milton Keynes Breakers, led the team in points per game over the 5 cup games he played in this season, 23.4 points per game over those 5. And Isha, he had a 52-point game against the Sussex Storm this season.
Yeah,
Casual 52-point game.
It's crazy. Just shows his scoring ability though. He's able to find his way to the basket and sink the shots.
And what's really impressive as well, in that semi-final, he hit 3 threes. So we see him inside a lot, and we talk about his inside game a lot, but he's a shooter as well. As the Magic, talking about shooting, and Timmy Babalola puts the Magic ahead by 1 in the third.
Yeah, I mean, that ball move from the Magic, we've seen it all game. Really, they'll drive, they'll draw in the defense, kick it out, and the shooter's always there, wide open.
And Imev Bore gets his own rebound. Under pressure, basket's good, and he's going to go back to the line. This is just back and forth basketball, Isha. Yeah,
I mean, we've seen Ivan Bore there, just getting his way to the line again. We said we can't let him catch it. If he does, you just have to stand there. What Magic can't start to do is kind of get tempted into jumping and trying to block the shot. Because we saw just then, I think it was Babalola, he jumped, tried to stop it, just put his hands down ever so slightly, but bring them down just that much, that's enough for the referee to blow that whistle. Literally just have to stand, both arms up.
And that's the 3rd foul on Babalola. So Babalola and Westwood for the Magic on 3 team fouls. And that's also the 5th foul for the Magic, so that puts them in the bonus for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, it does. And they've not been in the bonus yet so far. They might have done in the first quarter, but towards the end. But we saw the Legends in the second. They were on 4 fouls. They went into the bonus with 4 minutes left. So puts the Legends in a good position considering the score at the moment.
So Imev Bore gets the roll. Do you want another wild Elijah Imev Bore scoring game from this season?
Yeah, go on then.
40 points at the under-18 level against the London Thunder.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've probably got one for every time he shoots a free throw if you want a wild Elijah game.
Was it Final Fours where he had like 31 points and 22 rebounds?
Yes, it was. That was the Future Stars International Tournament. Yeah, 31 and 22, because that's what he does when he's out there on the floor. As Manchester get the whistle at the other end.
And if that falls on Dehaney, that's his 3rd, or who they going to call that one? Let's see.
Oh, that's on Heaney Boucher.
Oh, so Heaney Boucher just got a hand in before Dehaney went up there.
So a timeout called. Teams want to talk it over. It's a 2-point Legends lead over the Magic, 54-52, and 2:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. Anisha, we had a really close game in the under-16 girls final just before, and we've got a really close game here in the under-16 boys final. And this is what we expect to see when you get 2 powerhouse teams coming up against each other. This is the first time they'll have played each other this season, which is probably a scenario we'll see throughout the course of today. But what an absolutely fantastic game we've got in our hands.
I know, yeah, and like, whilst they might not face each other in the normal season, there's a lot of players out there who probably know each other or face it from Aspire.
Yes.
Or if they might have been teammates on like a national team or something. But just great to see how widespread the talent is throughout the country. Just like it's not all focused on one area, you know. We've got Manchester, we've got London, 2 opposite ends of the country. Well, not literally opposite ends. they are practically opposite ends. So,
and when we have tournaments like Aspire, like the Home Nations that we have, you have the Junior Final Fours as well. You've got players that get to showcase their talent on a big stage like this, and you know they're coming through at a young age, aren't they? We see the under-14s at Junior Final Fours, we see the under-14s at Home Nations. Does it really help players to kind of embed that learning so early on? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, when you're younger, that's kind of the critical learning period, isn't it? That's when players are going to pick up things quicker and they're going to learn it. And it's just better to have that from a young age, because simple things like boxing out, if you've done that from a young age, it's just second nature to you when you get older. Whereas if you're playing, not that I'm referring to any of these teams right now, but say if you're playing at maybe under 16s or under 18s, and you've not been taught to box out from a young age, it's hard to kind of then implement to your games because you get so used to those small habits. So you want to embed them good habits at a young age, and you get that by playing as much as you can at as many different places as you can.
100%. As Hansen goes 2 of 2 from the line, and we are tied at 54 all. And Hansen back down the floor for Manchester, over to Jones, and that will be a foul against Duhaney. That'll be his 3rd. As going for the block, just... I think he might have just caught on... Oh,
Might just caught his hand for the back. I
Yeah.
mean, for the referee saw it from his angle, so.
yeah, has a better view than us. So that's the third foul on Dehaney. So maybe for 2:39 now, do you maybe sit him for the third quarter, or?
It's a tough one. I mean, no decision's the right decision, no decision's the wrong decision,
Yeah.
because it kind of just depends on the context of the game, but.
And you also have to learn, you have to be in an experience to learn to play through those fouls, don't you?
Exactly.
To be able to play with them. So Bobby Jones doesn't get the second to drop. Dehaney with the rebound.
But the Legends done a really good job at restricting those fast breaks on Magic today.
Yes.
I mean, they only had 12, which is restricting a lot for this Magic team.
Bore looking to hand off. Oh, knocked away by Jones. Chuck Makaya comes away with it. Ball's loose. Akademi. Akademi for the Magic. 7 seconds to the basket. Too strong off the rim. Final 2 minutes of the third. 1 point Magic lead. Ogbagaga. Oh, powering his way inside. Gets his own rebound.
Got to box out, especially a player that's gone up as well. It's probably one of the easiest players to box out. Can't just let him get that. Magic were lucky to not have him score on that one. Oh, what a pass.
Akademi over to Babalola. Hansen pulls up and draws the foul. That was 2 awesome passes there.
Yeah, I mean, they've done it all game, the Magic. There's been so many great passes on display. So many times where they just have the little no-look pass or the little, I mean, David Akademi then, behind his head? Yeah. Another no-look pass, just great ball movement. It just goes to show teammates that are really on the same page.
And that's that key as well, isn't it? You know, they played together for a very young age, and it becomes instinctive, and you know where someone's going to be, and also, you know, you're following your plays, you know where you're going to be, but you can just be like, yeah, he's in the corner. I'll just whip it over my head, and he's there.
Exactly, and then you get great plays like that,
Yeah.
great offenses. I mean, they didn't get the score, but they're at the line, so it's just as good.
So Hansen, 1 more to come. Gets the second, 2 of 2 from the line, and Cameron Hansen now with 10 points personal. 3-point Magic lead.
Oh, another great pass.
As Dehaney lays into for the Legends, and Dehaney with 9 points along with his 5 rebounds, back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, Heaney Brewster just threading the needle to Dehaney there. Nice little backdoor, easy score.
Akademi to Iguma. Iguma pulls up, and that's a nice finish at the basket.
Yeah, that's a great finish. I mean, literally just team, just anything you can try better. One team scores, other team just showing them back up. No team can really get a strong lead here at the moment.
Yeah, they've been keeping it very close. Just a 1 or 2 possessions. And oh, a big 3 from Babalola.
Yeah, big shot there from Timmy Babalola. You want to be up going into that 4th quarter. What a way to do it and set the tone.
Imabore over to Andrelionis. Andrelionis steps back, 3's up, off the rim. And it will go out of bounds. Magic possession.
12.6 seconds remains on the game clock in this third quarter.
12.6 seconds in the third. Magic can hold for the last possession. Akademi with 5 seconds. Babalola over to Chakmakaya in the corner, and Imabore able to block the shot, and that's a good last stance there from the Legends in the third, because the Magic, a 6-point lead. You don't want to give up that shot in the corner to Chakmakaya, because we've seen him hit that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Legends did a good job at Yeah, apologies. The Legends did a good job there, just restricting him scoring because, I mean, that three from Timmy Babalo there to end the quarter, just putting a Magic up, just giving him that little edge. I mean, as I said, they're up by 6 points now. That is the better position to be in. Obviously, you want to be up by more points going to that fourth, but now this is like make or break. They've had, I mean, no team's really had a clear lead going into, I mean, at any point in this game, no team's been up more than 10 at any point. So just, it's going to be really interesting to see which team is able to come out on top. This is the make or break time now. I mean, they've got, 6 points, but it could go either way at any time. That could be 2-possession game. So
that third quarter, a 27-23 run for the Magic over the Legends. And Manchester have been led by Timmy Babalola, 17 points and 4 rebounds. And Ege Chakmakaya adding in 15 points and 10 rebounds, along with 3 steals. And then for the London Legends, 16 points from Jaden Andrelionis, 4 rebounds as well for him. Elijah Imebore, 15 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double, along with 4 offensive rebounds. And there was that run there for a couple of minutes, a few possessions each, where Imebore, underneath the basket, that left-hand side, gets the rebound, puts the ball back in the basket. And you mentioned it before, Manchester need to box that out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're the easy ones. That whilst he is like a lot bigger and stronger than some of the players out there on the Magic court, from the Magic, it doesn't mean you can't box him. I mean, you'll get nice and low, just walk back into him, you know what I mean? Stick a body on a player, don't just let him get there, because there's been plenty of times there where he's taken his shot up, just been stood there, he didn't have to jump, he just literally put his hands up, pulled the ball, went straight back up. Good job for him for being in the correct position, but the Magic don't let that happen. But I think what really was a big factor in that quarter then, I mean, the Magic, they sunk 4 threes in that quarter, and I don't think the Legends didn't score any 3 points in that quarter. So we say it a lot, I mean, me and you have said it a lot in different games, different contexts, but it is hard to play modern basketball without the 3-point shot. I mean, yes, there's under 16s boys, but still, it just goes to show the difference I had that quarter. It really brought the energy to the Magic, it changed the scoreline, so.
And because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game, isn't it? If you can just get more threes in,
exactly,
you get more points on the board. So 10 more minutes to go as we get the fourth quarter underway, and it's Legends possession as they're down 6. Balls into Imebore, and doesn't get it to go. Chakmakaya's there for the rebound.
I mean, they were able to get that time, but they don't want to turn it into a jumping contest because London are a lot more athletic than this Magic team, so they're also going to have to start boxing out, especially in this fourth quarter, make or break time, isn't it?
It is. And Legends down at 6. Marshall to the basket.
Oh, and no basket.
Was that an offensive foul? Just a bit of a push-off, I think.
Yeah, not obviously unintentionally, but Trey Marshall and all that is 4 fouls. 9 minutes to go. Do you keep him in? I mean, yeah, it's the fourth quarter. Although, we'll see what the coach does. Although it looks like as soon as said that, yeah, making it up.
We will see Amarian Ogbagaga come in. Trey Marshall will sit, but I'm sure we'll see him in a few minutes' time.
Definitely. Been a really key play for them today. I mean, 5 points, 4 rebounds. A lot more to come, though.
Certainly. So Magic possession. They look to extend the lead. Akademi swings it over to Jones. Chakmakaya with space. And sinks another. And Ege Chakmakaya on fire here in Worcester. 18 points and 11 rebounds. A big double-double for Chakmakaya. Extends the lead up to 9. I
mean, that's the great ball move that we've been seeing all game. They didn't sink them in that first half, but they've started to sink them all now. And then big threes like that, that's what it leads to. Just really forcing that defense to move around.
And Ogbagaga draws the foul. And since he's come off the bench, Amarian Ogbagaga, he's been able to get to the foul line. He's made a real impact. He's been one of those like energy players off the bench.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need that, especially the context of this game as well. When you bring in their bench players on, they need to be ready. You need to be ready to bring that energy, especially when the other team are coming on a run. He's been able to do that. Every time he's come on, as I say, draw the foul. He's at the line now. Instant impact.
Ogbagaga with 26 points against City of London Academy Southwark Pride earlier this season. He's been averaging 11.4 points per game for the under-16 Legends team. Gets the first to go and takes himself up to 8 points today, along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And second's good as well. Has a really good form on his shot as he cuts the lead down to 7. So Ege Chekmakaya goes to the bench for the Magic. And Alexandra Olisagu comes back out onto the floor. Iguma. Oh, ball's knocked away. Imebore has it. Over to Andrew Leonis. And Joku will set things up. Duhaney. 8 seconds. And Joku into Imebore. 4 seconds on the clock. Ogbagaga and gets the whistle, and again he'll go back to the foul line.
Yeah, that was a really good, strong defensive possession, that thing. Yeah, it was a strong defensive possession for the Magic there, but just, again, I mean, just drawing the fouls, taking in that contact.
So Ogbagaga shooting 3 of 4 from the foul line today, hits the first. And I think Ogbagaga has been hitting those shots at important times for the Legends. Like, he's able to pull them back when the Magic start to go on a little bit of a run. And like the last 2 possessions, getting himself to the foul line.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what you don't want the other team to get away with that run. So every time Ogbagaga's come on, just as you said, instant impact, able to force the foul, whether that's 1 point or 2 points, they're all important.
5-point Magic lead. Babalola to the basket, picked up by Imebore. And the Legends looking to cut this down to a single possession game. And Joku. And whistle on the floor.
Not sure what the referee's discussing.
Yeah, just determining whether it was.
I think they're just 2 players going after the ball. I'm not sure what the call will be, but might just falling over each other with the kind of momentum that was there.
So an unsportsmanlike foul is called. So that will be 2 shots and possession to the Magic as the unsportsmanlike goes against the Legends.
Yeah, but obviously all unsportsmanlike doesn't necessarily mean he actually was any malice intended. It's kind of just,
it's just a term.
There wasn't a play on the ball. Whether or not well, I mean, obviously he didn't intentionally do anything to harm him, but just because there wasn't a play on the ball.
So Owen Iguma will take the free throws. And misses the first. And 1 more to come. Averaged 12.2 points per game through 4 games in November at the under-16s. So Manchester will have possession. See there, some of the London Legends supporters making the trip to Worcester to cheer on their team. And we've got a nice crowd building here at the University of Worcester Arena. And coming up next, we'll have the under-18 women's game as shot bounces off the rim. But Babalola with another chance and puts it back.
What a finish. I mean, under basket, all that pressure. He was actually underneath the basket. Just able to get nice like flick of the wrist, get that perfect roll.
Really long wingspan as well to curl the ball around. Puts the lead back up to 7 for the Magic. Duhaney on the baseline, ball's loose. It's on the floor and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow is with the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great, some great hustle on display all game. Anytime there's been a loose ball, there's been minimum 2, like 1 player from each team just diving on that. Just goes to show how much they want it.
So a substitution, we'll see Ege Chekmakaya back in for Manchester. Timmy Babalola heads to the bench. And Babalola, 17 points and 4 rebounds for the Magic. Iguma around to Akademi. Akademi fires, not that time, ball tipped back to Iguma. Manchester resetting. Akademi, runs into traffic. Great defense there from London.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tempting there, especially when someone's coming in like that, to kind of bring your arms down or try and strip the ball. We've seen a few times people do that today and get called for a foul, but all of them just able to stand there, hold their stance, not move, and then there you go, just forcing that turnover without getting the foul. That's the type of defense that we want to be seeing. That's the type of defense we want to be seeing at this context of this game.
It can feel quite unnatural, can't it? Someone's coming towards you, and to not move or to is difficult, isn't it?
It is. Like, I mean, it's a lot easier than to just stand there. But yeah, it's great to see that they've also kind of adapted to the game, because we've seen them get called for a lot of fouls when people have been driving in. But now when it's mattered the most, they've kind of learned from it. Because we said before, every game's a learning game. Yes, it's fun, but it's still learning. They're able to learn and adapt in this game.
Absolutely. Imev Bore, 8 seconds. Pulls up. Shot doesn't go, but saved in by Ogbagaga. And ball's loose. Iguma has it. Ogbagaga is working so hard for the Legends today. As Iguma passes out. Akademi. Iguma's there. 3's up. Too much on it. And a holding foul called.
I think on Ridwan Doheny, so that puts him up to 4 fouls.
Substitution, checking back into the ball game, number 8, Adam Cross.
And that's the 3rd team foul on the Legends. So we'll see Adam Cross back into the game for the Magic. And Timmy Salami checks in as Ridwan Doheny will take a seat for the Legends. Doheny 9 points and 5 rebounds along with an assist. As Manchester will take it from the end line. They have a 7-point lead here in the 4th quarter. Akademi spinning over to Jones. Jones with space in the corner. And manages to keep the ball alive for the Magic as Cross will try a 3 and nets it. Leads up to 10 for Manchester.
Yeah, I mean, now the Legends, they're really going to have to start getting some scores and stops, because now it's hit that kind of double-digit lead. It's kind of, you don't want it to enter that territory. They want to kind of keep themselves in that game. So you're really going to have to get a score on this one.
As Salami scoops it up and in, but a
offensive foul's been
called, so Magic will get the ball back.
I'm not sure who it was on 20, so it was on Andrea Lolis.
So a timeout called as teams want to talk things over. A 10-point lead for the Magic over the London Legends here in the 4th quarter, and it's been an 11-4 run for Manchester coming out of the 3rd quarter break.
Yeah, I mean, they've really just come out in this 4th quarter and performed when it mattered. All the kind of little details that we've seen throughout the game where we've spoken about they could probably tidy them up. They fixed them, and this is where it's led them. I mean, they've been kicking the ball now. They're sinking their shots. That makes a big difference. But it's not like they only just started to create those shots. They've been creating those shots the whole game. Driving, head down, nice and strong, kicking the ball out. One thing I've been really impressed with is the ball movement of this Magic side. Really just zip the ball around, and some of the passes that have been on display as well. Really impressive from this side. But the Legends, they've not given up. I mean, they call a timeout now. Should be able to regroup and sort it out, because it has been a really close game. I can't see them letting it get away. I mean, they've been finding a lot of different ways to score. They've been finding their way inside. They've been drawing those fouls, so maybe they look to try and get back inside again and get into that line.
Yeah, 40 points in the paint for the Legends compared to the Magic's 24. So that is what's been working for them. It's the 3-point shooting. It's making a bit of a difference here. 3 of 12 for the Legends to the Magic's 11 of 30.
Yeah, and I mean, in addition to that, it's sort of the fast break points. The Magic haven't really let the Legends get any. We knew they weren't a running team coming into it. We knew the Magic were a running team. They've had 14 fast break points, but the Legends have done a really good job at restricting those fast break points.
So approaching the 5-minute mark, still a lot of time in basketball, but as you mentioned, the Legends do need to start to go on a run in the next few plays.
They do, yeah. They need to start getting a few more stops. You know, when they kick it out, they need to get that hand up to the shooter. They need to try and get a few scores here.
As ball will just go out of bounds. Last touch, Legends.
but that's okay. They still got 5 minutes, you know. They just need to get a few stops and not get any more fouls because they are on 14 fouls, so.
Inibusha into the game for the Legends as Mikel Njuku goes to the bench. Just under 5 minutes to play. It's a 10-point Magic lead. Biggest lead of the game so far for Manchester as Chak Makaya works his way inside. And the Legends have numbers. Inibusha. Salami over to Andrew Leonis, 3 short. Chak Makaya's off and running to the basket and fouled on the shot. He was going up for the one-handed slam there.
Yeah, he really was. He tried it. I mean, still got the foul, so we'll have a chance to get to the line there. But what's going to come into play now? That takes Imebori up to 4. So the Legends have 3 players on 4 fouls now. It's not a great position to be in, but now's really a test to see if they can play through those fouls and try and not pick up another one. But yeah, now for the Magic, it's going to be kind of what shots are they taking? Are they taking the correct shots? Because time is on their side. I mean, up by 10, that is quite a cushion. You know, that 10 digits, I mean, that was 11, could be 12 in a second. It is a good thing to have. So are they taking the correct shots? Are they taking, I don't know, 3-point shots, only 3 seconds the offense? They don't really need those shots right now. So it's up to players on the court. Are the shots that they're taking going to be the right ones?
As Ogbagaga gets the rebound. The Legends looking to cut this to a single-digit deficit on this possession. Imebori, ball's knocked away. It's going to stay with the Legends.
Yeah, good hands there, but as we say it a lot, but I mean, those might not have resulted in a steal, but it just forces them to reset. They've only got 11 seconds on their shot clock now, so.
Andrew Leonis to inbound. Andrew Leonis. 4 seconds on the clock. 2 seconds. Imebori is going to have to put something up, and at the end of the clock, shot won't count. Was a 24-second violation. Again, Manchester putting on that defensive pressure, running the clock down.
They really are. Just, like, literally just that tip then probably resulted in that. You know, they had to inbound the ball, they had to reset, and then before you know it, shot clock. So.
And Manchester here, they can use the clock, can't they?
Yeah, they really can.
You know, run the clock down. You don't need to go for anything too early on in the clock, but a foul called there, and that will put Manchester back at the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, as you said now, I mean, even if they got a 24-second violation, it wouldn't really hurt them because they have that 11-point cushion now. So it'll be interesting what type of shots they're taking. And that is the 3rd foul on Ogobenga now.
So Ege Chak Makaya shooting 2. A 19-point, 12-rebound game, along with 5 assists and 3 steals for Chak Makaya. He's up to 20 as he leads all scorers. And that's the highest score we've seen today through both games. 20 points for Chak Makaya.
Yeah, it's also the largest lead that we've seen in today's in this game so far. Legends really going to need to get a score off this next one, or it's going to be really difficult to get out of this hole.
Magic's lead up to 13, 3:45 to play. Ogbagaga. Imebori. And threes up. It was in and out as Salami and Akademi fighting for the jump ball stays with the Legends. That's really unlucky for that not to drop.
It is. I mean, to be fair, we saw him literally the previous possession when they got called shot clock. He literally sunk the exact same shot. So, no, that's a good look for him, as you said. See if they can get anything off this.
And ball will go out of bounds. Magic back with possession. And the Manchester Magic, the winningest team at the under-16 boys level, Isha, 12 titles, looking for number 13 today.
Yeah, no, sorry, apologies. It'll be head coach Adam Morris's 2nd as well.
As Chak Makaya, no look, over to Cross, Babalola drains it! And the Magic turning it on here in the fourth quarter. 16-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, that lead's just getting a little bit higher and higher now.
Andre Leonis' shot doesn't drop. Academy back down the floor. And ball's picked up by Ogbagaga, and a foul on the floor.
Foul call against number 13, David Academy.
So foul goes against the Magic. That's their fourth team foul. Just under 3 minutes to play. And coming up after this game at 3:45, we've got the under-18 women's final between Ipswich and the Nottingham Wildcats. And then rounding out the day at 6 o'clock, Derby and Cola in the under-18 men's game, as Ogbagaga again to the basket, gets the bucket, gets to the free throw line. He has been putting it all on the line today.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, come off the bench, just gone out and just left it all on the court. I mean, but that's 4 fouls now for Babalola.
And Ogbagaga, for the Legends, off the bench, 13 points, 6 rebounds, has drawn 5 fouls today. As he finishes the three-point play. 13-point game. Magic possession. Jack Makaya threes up and in! And again, Jack Makaya, 24 points personal.
Yeah, I mean, he has a hot hand at the moment, just sinking everything.
Andre Leonis looks to answer. That's short. Hansen out to the corner.
Yeah, we spoke about them, the time being on their side, and that's exactly what they're doing now, just taking their time on offense. And they're still able to find the score.
As David Academy puts 2 more on the scoreboard for Manchester, and a timeout called with... Oh no, was that just a very big substitution?
Oh yeah, I thought it was a timeout as well, to be fair.
So 1:53 to play, 81-63. Manchester have really stretched out the lead here in the third quarter.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they're on a 17-7 run. Really just been able to get those scores and really clamp down on defense.
Imebore steps into the shot, off the rim, and the Magic with another rebound. And Hansen up ahead, in off the glass. And leads up to 20 now for the Magic. And Hansen picks off the pass, and then sportsmanlike foul is called. So 2 shots to come, and possession for the Magic in the fourth quarter. But we mentioned it before the game, Isha, so this is, for a lot of players, can be their first experience playing on this stage, playing at a cup final, playing for like quite a large crowd. And it's very early on in these players' careers. We're going to see a lot more of them. So this London team, they played a really, really strong 3 quarters, and this is something that they're going to use as experience and fuel going through the season going forward.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the season's not over. We're only halfway through. We've still got so much to look forward to. We've got junior Final Fours. Some of these players will be playing in things like Tri-Nations, international tournaments. We've got Aspire All-Stars. And there's plenty of other things going on. And as you said, this is just experience. They were up in a good position. They played a really good 3 quarters of basketball. They played another good quarter of basketball. You know, it's not that they played bad in this fourth quarter. Just things that didn't go their way. They just weren't able to create the momentum. They weren't able to go on that run. And, you know, there's not a discredit to the Magic, because their defense really they stepped it up, and that is what has kind of taken the Legends away from that run.
And 13 made threes from the Magic. I mean, that's a really high volume 3-point shooting.
It really is, especially at this age. And then, I mean, if you look at Legends, they're only able to hit 3. They haven't hit any in this second half. So small things like that, you know.
was Ugbegaga with his 7th rebound of the game.
But then we know that three-pointers aren't really this team's game. They like to play inside. I mean, 42 points in the paint.
That's huge.
That is huge. I mean, they only had 4 fast break points, which means every time they've been able to slow it down, set up their offense, and be able to drive, head down, nice and strong, and then still take it up.
As an offensive foul goes against the Legends, so Manchester will have possession back as Bobby Jones back out on the floor for Manchester. So 58.1 seconds. Hansen over to Westwood. Westwood stops, takes his time, doesn't drop, and salami. That was a big jump in the air.
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were bouncy, this London team. Some great rebounds today.
Imev Bore, 3, too strong.
I mean, in the Magic now, they can really just take their time. There's 30-odd seconds left. They can really just, use as much as they want of that clock.
As 3 doesn't drop for the Magic. And London will have the last possession here. The Manchester crowd on their feet along with the bench, and the Manchester Magic will have a 3 goes in towards the end of the game with 8 seconds to go, and the Manchester Magic will take an 84-66 win over the London Legends, and that will be title number 13 for the Manchester Magic in the under-16 boys National Cup Finals. Congratulations to the Magic. A really hard-fought victory there, Isha. A real close game, as we saw, just back and forth for the first 3 quarters, and Manchester really able to pull away there in the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, what a great game that was. Really, really close throughout the whole time. It could have gone either way. Pretty much those first 3 quarters of basketball, really close contest, but they were just able to really step up when it mattered. I mean, that 4th quarter, they really brought the clamps out on defense, And no discredit to the Legends, they fought so hard, but, they picked up a few fouls that maybe didn't go their way. Some of their key players had to sit for a little bit. That maybe went against them, but they really fought hard out there today. They really put on a performance. They played that game right until the end. But yeah, the Magic, 13 titles.
13 under-16 boys National Cup titles, the winningest team in the competition, and they were led today by Ege Chakmakaya, 24 points with 12 rebounds, 5 assists and 3 steals in 37 minutes of play. And Timmy Babalola adding in 22 points, 5 rebounds and 2 steals. And then Cameron Hansen also 13 points for him.
Yeah, and then if you take a look at Legends, I mean, some big performances from them. I mean, Elijah Evanbore, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block in just 37 minutes. Big performance from him. And then Andrew Alonis, I mean, 16 points. I can't read. 16 points, 4 rebounds. Yeah, big performances from them. But yeah, credit to the Magic. They got it done when they needed to. They put the clamps out in that 4th quarter.
And also off the bench for the Legends, you should definitely mention Amarian Ugbegaga, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and just 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Just made a real impact off the bench.
Yeah, it really did. Some really good talent on display out there today. Hopefully some names that we'll hear of quite often, different tournaments, Aspire, Junior Final Fours. But yeah, the season isn't over for these guys. They fought hard, they got to the cup final, might have taken loss, but there's so much they can learn from this game, so many things that they learned whilst playing. Those things that they did in the first quarter that they changed and did much better in that 4th. So I mean, they've still got Final Four, so the side I will assume will be set on that now.
Exactly. So the London Legends coming up to collect their runners-up medals alongside their coaches Zahid Marja, Rotimi Adiko and Ryan Abeleda. And the coaches doing a really fantastic job with the program, the London Legends program. So Zahid Marja and Rotimi Adiko, they started the Southwark Legends in 2013. Really coaching the club up and helping build the club up from just one player and one team to an under-18s, under-16s and under-14s program, and they built up that program in honor of their mentor and coach, Michael Carter, who did brilliant work in the Peckham and Southwark areas, playing and coaching and dedicating his life to providing opportunities and services for young people. So they're carrying on that legacy, and it's just fantastic to see that that has turned into that Legends programme. Yeah,
it has. I mean, making their first ever National Cup final appearance as well. First of many more, hopefully. So.
Yes, like these are players and these are names that you're going to be hearing for a long time.
Exactly.
This isn't the last time you will hear from some of these players.
I know. I mean, we've already heard so many of them already, and they're so young.
Yeah.
So some really good talent on display out there. And that's what I love so much about these junior finals. You know, there's names that you've been hearing more than I have, but you know what I mean? There's names out there who've been around for such a long time, despite being so young, and it's just great for us to be able to follow their paths into their basketball career.
So the Magic going to collect their winners' medals, and they're led by head coach Adam Morris alongside Gareth Westwood. And at Manchester with their 13th National Cup title at the under-16 level. The girls won their 5th in the under-16 competition earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show, like, just the talent that's out there. You know, the credit to the Magic and Mystics program. Really just able to kind of continue that dominance, you know, continue all them runs. They've been here plenty of times and probably plenty of more times.
Certainly. So coming up after this game at 3:45, we have the under-18 women's competition between Ipswich and the Nottingham Wildcats. That will be live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. But right now, as we wait for the MVP to be announced for the Manchester Magic, and they will collect their trophy.
One more time, University of Worcester Arena makes some noise for the runners-up.
That's Elijah Herbore collecting the runners-up plaque for his team.
And now, before we award the winners' trophy,
so the MVP for the Manchester Magic.
It's time for the MVP. 24 points, 12 rebounds, double-double, 5 assists, and 3 steals.
And with a double-double of 24 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists and 3 steals, Ege Chakmakaya is your under-16s MVP. A huge performance from him. Really, from the get-go, Isha, he was from tip to buzzer playing in 37 minutes. He just set the tone for his team.
Yeah, I mean, his influence, his impact was more than just on that offensive end. We saw first quarter, his defense, I mean, throughout the whole game, his defense really just setting the tone for the rest of the team.
So a well-deserved MVP for Ege Chakmakaya, captain of the team.
National Cup, the captain for the Manchester Magic.
As Ege Chakmakaya will go and collect the winner's trophy for the Magic. Another one to add to their trophy cabinet back at Whalley Range at the Manchester Basketball Centre. Just a really great programme there, and have had so many players come through to different age groups and just continue to compete at high levels. So the Manchester Magic are your 2025-26 under-16 National Cup champions. Their 13th title at the under-16 level. Congratulations to the Manchester Magic. An 84-66 victory over the London Legends, and a well-deserved title for them. Ege Chakmakaya with the MVP award as a team. Will certainly be going to celebrate that one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for these guys though, I mean, obviously their season's not over. They've still got Final Four, so I'm sure they'll be prepping for that straight away. Hopefully bringing that double back to Manchester, or taking back, should I say.
So we're going to head at courtside very shortly with Hannah Alty and Ege Chakmakaya, the MVP, and I'll catch a word with head coach Adam Morris for the Magic. But before that, thank you to everybody watching on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. You can follow along on social media with all the action. We've got loads of clips and highlights from today. Lots more action still to come. And the under-18 women will be up next, and then rounding out the day at 6 o'clock, the under-18 men, the Derby Trailblazers and Kohler Southwark Pride. But right now, Hannah Alty has MVP Ege Chakmakaya courtside. And Anisha, Ege, just a really, really big game from him. We talked about it before, but 24 points and 12 rebounds, a double-double, and hitting 5 of 10 from the three-point line. And you see a player like Ege, you know, working inside, but again, he has that range. He's a shooter.
Yeah, really like versatile play. He can do a bit of everything. I mean, we've seen him at plenty of competitions already so far in his sort of basketball journey, but yeah, able to hit them threes, able to go inside, able to play really tough on defense. Great performance from him.
So we're going to go courtside over to Hannah Olty and MVP Ege Chakmakaya. Over to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Kaz. Congratulations on the win. How does it feel to be MVP?
I mean, it felt very honored. I mean, our team just trained, sweats, tears, injuries. The setbacks just set us back like usual, but we brought that back. We were down at one point and we came back and we just won the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what was the key in those final minutes there for you to cinch that win?
I mean, one of their main players, Elijah, I'm giving him like contributes. He's very nice, but we had to stop him because he was one of the main threats in the whole team. But yeah, we just had to stop him, and in the last 5 minutes, we just had to play our game. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, there was a bit of trouble with fouling, I think, from both teams. How did you handle that as a team?
I mean, coach rotated the squad pretty well, but yeah, we just kept locked in on the whole game, and we won the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you had some great clutch shots there.
Thank you.
I mean, how do you keep your composure during those moments?
I mean, you're just going to think it's going to go in every single time. So just shoot the ball, no matter what, whoever says, if they say you can't shoot, just shoot, keep on shooting the ball. So it's always going to go in.
You just got to pray, haven't
you?
Yeah. And how does this win now mean for you for the rest of the season?
I mean, it's going to be like a big contribution, like I said. And hopefully we can win the Final Fours again. When we did in 14s, but we lost in like 40, I mean, second year 14 for me. Yeah. And I hope we can win Final Fours this year.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah,
thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
For MVP Ege Chakmakaya there alongside Hannah Olty courtside. Ege and the team obviously with big aspirations for the season, and this is you win this competition and then you have to go on to the second part of the season. Obviously take the time to celebrate, but you have junior Final Fours at the end of the season, which is what the goal that every team wants to get to.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'd be really curious to know how many teams have been able to actually win the National Cup and win the National Championship in the same season, because...
Oh, that's a really fun thing I'm going to look into.
I'm going to look into it as well, because I feel like there's a lot of times where we've seen a lot of teams, like, no discredit to the teams that are playing, but what tends to happen a lot, the teams that we see in the Junior National Cup might not necessarily be teams that be in the actual national final. So, yeah, the season's not done, you know. They've learned from it, they've played, they might have won, they might have done whatever. Got to go back to drawing board, start focusing on the next couple of games so they can make that Final Four.
So we're going to go back over courtside with Hannah Olty, who has head coach Adam Morris.
Thanks, Kaz. Congratulations, Adam.
Thank you, Hannah.
What a win. I mean, for you, what are you most proud of today with your team?
I think how the team really stuck together. Like, we were able to go to a lot of guys, really go deep into the bench, and every guy that came in really contributed as well. So, yeah, really proud of that.
Yeah, it was brilliant. And like you said, you managed to use the whole bench as well, and it looked, you know, a real team unit today. What made those difference in those last few minutes that allowed you to run away with that game?
I think it was just more being consistent on what we were trying to do defensively. There was no adjustment. We just kept with it, tweaked, you know, did it a little bit better in some sorts, and yeah, just stuck to the game plan, wore them down, and yeah, game of averages, it came out on top.
Yeah, I mean, you had some phenomenal ball movement on offense. The way that the team worked together to kind of really get that ball and swing that defense. What is it in practice that kind of a synchronization where they're able to know where each other are without even looking?
Yeah, it's one of the pillars of what we do at Manchester Magic and Mystics. It's something that these kids do from a very young age, you know, taught to share the ball, and yeah, it's more about the team first and winning in that sense instead of individuals. So yeah, preach from a young age, and we keep it going throughout the age groups.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what does this mean now, this win, for the development of the program, the whole Manchester program? You know, more specifically the Magic, but just kind of, you know, we've had 2 successful wins now for the 16s program at Manchester. So what does that mean as a whole?
Yeah, it's a good. It's good advertisement for the club. Shows how such a great job we do on boys and girls. Yeah, hopefully we can get 2 more tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Thanks, Hannah. Thanks, Adam. Great to hear head coach Anna Morris's thoughts on the game and the Manchester Magic programme doing a brilliant job up north as well. So coming up very shortly, we're going to have the under-18 women's game between Ipswich and the Nottingham Wildcats. We have a slightly delayed tip-off that will take place around 3:50. So about 5 minutes out from the 3:45 time that was scheduled, but stay tuned to the Basketball England YouTube channel because we'll be bringing you all the action from that game and then the under-18 men's game at 6 o'clock today. You don't want to miss a second of the action. We've had 2 fantastic games so far, and I'm sure we're going to have 2 more great games to come, Isha.
Yeah, as you just said, great game so far. More greatness to come. Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Go have a break, get something to eat, get a drink, and come back and join us in around half an hour's time.